Hey guys, this is Jave, and welcome back to some more Metroid for the regular Nintendo. Alright, so we have taken down Kraid, got all the upgrades in Norfair, so now we are heading into Ridley's lair, or hideout, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to get the last upgrades of the game, the last couple missile tanks and energy tanks. And from there, we're going to take on Ridley himself, hopefully kick his ass, and take on the final boss. Because with his death, him and Kraid, it'll unlock the passage to the final boss. The last, I guess, world we haven't been doing. Not really a world, more like a area. But here we go. Ah, I can't fall through the floor. Our missiles! Excellent. Alright. So we're going to head back to the hallway we were just in. Man, this wave beam is nice. Except for killing those guys. Those guys are strictly screw attack fodder. Taking some damage. That's okay. We're actually going to come to another energy tank soon. Like giving it to us like candy. Fortunately, this boss hideout area is a lot simpler than Norfair, so I usually don't get that lost. Unless I screw up a jump, which can happen. I'm gonna murder you, and head through this secret passage, and skip pretty much most of the hard parts. Actually, I think you have to go this way, unless you have the ice beam for some reason, and you are really good at, you know, making a staircase and bombing your way up. Or bomb jumping. Alright. And we have another energy tank. And if you think that's a trap, then you are correct. So 2 of these sections of floor are fake. It is the one right in front of where I'm at. So I'm gonna jump. Alright. Now that I got that, I'm gonna fall through them. And if you miss that jump for some reason, you can head to the left there, through a hallway and up another one. As long as you don't mess up any more jumps, you can actually come back around and grab that tank. I've had to do that several times in the past. Murder! Murder! Am I maxed out on missiles? I think I am. Nope. Still hold a few more. Murder. Oh man, the screw attack is so awesome. Don't need to pick those up, but I'm gonna anyways, because that's how I roll. Alright, so this is a bit of a tricky jump. You either have to bomb jump and kind of do it at an angle, or precision jump the little gap there. But instead, I'm going to do this. There's a trick you can do. Now I'm going to mess it up. But the trick, now I'm going to have to go back, is you roll off the edge, and you push up to get out of morph ball form, which I can do every time now. And then you can jump as if you're standing on something. So I'm gonna head back up there real quick. Okay, one more time. There we go. See? I totally knew what I was doing. You practice and practice and practice something like that 100 times, and when you go to finally record, you choke. Oh well. So we got our, I believe, the second to last missile upgrade in the game. Up to 175. Not bad. And we're actually really close to Ridley. I believe he is at the end of this hallway, this enemy-infested hallway. So there's a couple strategies. If we still had the ice beam, we would be able to freeze his fireballs, for some weird reason, that he's going to be lobbing. Sneak under and shoot him in the face a bunch of times with missiles. Or If you're pretty good, you can just sneak on in and shoot him in the face with missiles. You can actually get him to a position where he can't really fire back, so that's what I'm going to try. We'll see, though. Hi, Ridley. Try to sneak on in there. Or, yep, there we go. I could use missiles, but I'd rather use the wave beam to save missiles. Or, if you hop in the lava underneath him, which doesn't really do much damage, and then just basically fire up like this, you can hit him no problem through the floor, because the wave beam goes through. But he's a very easy boss. Should be dead soon. There we go. And boom, 75 more missiles. So we are up to a maximum of 250. We meet our first door that takes 10 missiles. Don't worry, we got plenty to spare. And what was Ridley guarding? Why, an energy tank we don't need, of course. But hey, at least it refills our energy. So that's a plus, right? And after that, there is one more missile upgrade in the game. Look at that. See, pulled it off. That we can pick up. And that is actually directly below us. So we have to do a bit of a roundabout way to get to it, while slogging through all these enemies and lag. And with that missile upgrade, it'll bring us up to 255, the maximum in the game. We also have our 8 really energy tanks, but only 6 are applicable. And we actually have one more kind of beam upgrade we have to shoot for after this, which is necessary for the final part of the game, especially the boss. Alright, I am definitely not skillful enough to beat the game without it. Just gonna charge on through him. Screw it. Don't care. Alright, so we're gonna head down and to the west. And a few more enemies are gonna stand in our way before we can get our final missile tank. Quite a few enemies. This is when the wave beam comes in very handy. It just destroys these guys. Alright. The ice beam definitely would be challenging through here. Murder! 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 Alright, here we go. So this brings us up to 255 maximum, which is not bad at all. And with that, we have actually completely cleared out this area. And hell, pretty much the entire game. There is just one more side grade we need to pick up. It's actually something we had earlier too, but gave up. Come on. Gotta get it out of this area. And I was debating on whether or not to kind of cut all this backtracking out and, you know, from Ridley's Lair to Norfair back to Brinstar, but I think I'm going to leave it in, because if I have to suffer through it, then you sure as hell have to as well. Well, unless you skip forward ahead of the video, which you're more than welcome to do. But it's not too bad. We're actually almost at the elevator back to Norfair, if I can platform at all. Alright, we got all missiles. That's a lovely sight indeed. And by the time we get to the last area, we should have full health as well. If not, the enemies in the last area actually drop a lot of health in missiles. I think each health is worth 30 or 40. and each missile is like 30, I think, which is pretty nice. But it's pretty much required because if you run out of missiles, you're pretty much done in that area. I mean, you need missiles to kill the enemies. You need missiles to kill the last boss. You can't just cheese the last boss with the wave beam, as much as I wish you could. Actually, to be fair, I've never tried attacking the last boss with the wave beam because it is so hard just to get to the last boss without, or I mean with the wave beam. Because we are actually going and we're going to find the ice beam again. Alright. Heading back up. Try not to get lost, since everything looks alike. So that is the high jump boot area, I believe. So want to go back to the ceiling. And not this door because this leads to a couple of missiles, or it did. But the next door is the one we want. The one we want, rather. Let's get back to the elevator. At least, you know, it's nice being overpowered at this point, that these enemies are a complete pushover. Even though this is, what, like the third time I've been through this hallway. Third or fourth. I think fourth, yeah. The return trip. Excuse me. Alright. Back to Brinstar. Those little slime droplets are pretty cool. I always like that for, you know, an NES game, they did that. Alright, we're back in Brinstar. So let's go find an ice beam. Ah, I miss this music. Such good music. Gets me hyped. Get ready to kill some stuff. Especially with this awesome, awesome screw attack that I seem to be missing. Bam! Right there. More murder. Excuse me. And just because I can. Okay, so we're going to backtrack slightly. We're going to return to a hallway that we were in a long time ago. So this, of course, is the eastern vertical shaft, because there's that eastern and western with the little hallway thing connecting each of them right there on the left. Well, we're going to go to the right. Through all this mess again. Luckily, we have the flying buzzsaw of death, so those weird flying enemies can't really hurt us. And we have one more screen to go through, and we're actually at the ice beam, or at least the transition. So we can bomb through this floor, like so. Do the fake acid. It's a bit of a theme, recurring theme. And we have more item room music. Oh, wave beam. I hardly knew ye. That's okay, since this is kind of necessary to beat the game. Or at least a huge, huge help. Just kind of buzz through those guys. Alright, so we got our ice beam, all energy tanks, all missiles. Let us head to the final area of the game. And it is relatively close by, actually. But the final area is actually a pretty short area, considering, you know, how the rest of the game went. So we will be able to actually finish it this episode, which would be nice. Last boss isn't too bad. I'm sure many of you know who it is. Considering she makes an appearance, or return in Super Metroid. You know, 20-year-old spoilers. Alright, almost there. Through the hallway to the west. And then we will head up. Into the last unexplored part of the game. Could have gone here earlier, but there would have been a couple of things stopping us. If we go in there, that's where we found the long beam upgrade way long ago. Alright, here we go. You die, and you die. Oh, it is such a quality of life thing with screw attack. I'm very glad it is a staple of Metroid games now. Staple item. Alright. So we have a Ridley and Kraid statue. Since we killed them, we can activate them. And that activates the bridge to the final area of the game. We're going to Torian. Alright. So Torian only has 2 new enemies. Well, 2 enemies at all. And we have our first Metroid sighting. Oh no! So Metroids are actually pretty easy. They are weak to the ice beam. Because it freezes their outer shell, and it makes them brittle enough that you can blow them up with missiles. So freeze them, and shoot them with 5 missiles. And don't let them touch you. Because if they latch onto you, ugh, it's a pain in the ass to get them off. You have to bomb jump a lot, and that'll eventually free you. And while they're latched onto you, they're going to continue draining your energy. So I'm going to try to avoid that. And then we have Rinka, which exists solely to piss you off. And you know what? They do a great job at it. There can only be 3 Rinka on the screen at a time, which is fortunate. But this is why we needed the ice beam, because otherwise these guys would probably murder us. You cannot kill them with the wave beam. And they drop a lot of energy and missiles. Ooh, crap. So at least they keep us topped off. And you can screw attack through the Rinka. I prefer to freeze them, because if you manage to freeze 3 on screen, no more can spawn, which will be a strategy in the upcoming boss fight, because these guys will pester the living hell out of me. Alright. Here, I'll let one of these Metroids latch onto me just to show you how annoying they are. Probably not this one. Oh crap. Oh god, 3 of them. I'll let one of the other ones do it. Because we have one more hallway of life-sucking Metroids. And then we will be free of them for a while. At least until the next LP. Bam! They get a lot uglier in the next game, too. The one on Game Boy. Alright, this guy I'll let him grab onto me. Oh crap! There's 3 of them! No! Get away! I regret everything. Woo! Alright, let's not do that again. Good, no more Metroids. Okay. So here we are, the final boss chamber. So we have these very annoying tubes, and they will regenerate if you don't keep blasting them. We have annoying-ass Rinka, which can be taken care of easily. And we have these turrets, which aren't really a problem, because I don't like to stand on those little platforms. I don't know if I can help it. Let's get through here. Get to the final boss. Come on. There we go. But this is why you want lots of missiles. Because you're going to be burning a lot of them if you're not precise. And I sure as hell am not precise. Alright, almost there. And there it is. The final boss, the Mother Brain. And she actually doesn't do anything in this game, so we don't have to worry about her. We just have to worry about all these goddamn Rinka. Alright, my strategy. Freeze. Freeze, freeze. Damn it. Freeze. Okay, I need to freeze them in better spots. I'm gonna freeze you there. Freeze you there. Okay, this will be fine. I'm gonna try to freeze you there. I keep killing him with my screw attack. But you do not want to let him knock you into that lava to the left, because it is a bitch to get out of it. There we go. That was a good freeze. Damn it. What a pain in the ass. Okay. Make a freeze. I'm gonna freeze you there. In a bad spot. Whatever, I got one frozen. That's all I need. Come on. You can do this, Jave. Screw it. I'll use it like a platform. But if you don't freeze these guys, they will forever haunt your nightmares. So it behooves you to eliminate these guys. They just keep coming and coming and coming. This might work. It's mainly them knocking me into the lava that I don't like. Damn it. Getting kind of low on energy. Getting a little worried. Freeze you. Freeze you. There we go. Fire! 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 Kill it! Send it to hell! Yeah! Mother Brain has been defeated. Amazing. Now we need to get the hell out of here. Because the time bomb is set. And we have actually plenty of time to get out. We just have this very annoying hallway. This shaft to climb. With teeny tiny platforms to stand on. There we go. I think I got the pattern down now. But that's pretty much it for Metroid. Kill the last boss. Get the hell out of here. There we go. And we are done. Right on. But it may be invaded by the other M. Wow, they knew that far ahead. They were going to make that game on the Wii, huh? Alright. And we have Sigourney Weaver in her leotard, waving at us. And that is Metroid. So yeah, if you, depending on how fast you beat the game, you know, I guess that's how much clothes she's wearing. And if you beat it under an hour, I believe, she's just wearing a bikini. And I'm probably not going to do that, because I prefer to just collect everything and just blow through the game. But it's always an option. And after the credits roll, if we were to start a new game, we could actually play the game as Zero Suit Samus. And you actually keep all of your upgrades that aren't missile or energy tanks. So it's pretty fun to just blow through the game that way. But that'll be it for this LP. I highly suggest you give it a go if you haven't. Especially running around as Zero Suit Samus, you know, with all upgrades. It's actually pretty fun. So as always, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. And I will see you next LP. Until next time, later.